Terence Crawford finally opens up and tells it all. And he tells the story about the night he almost lost his life right after a dice game. But before we get into this next video, make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub of the channel. What's happening with it, y'all? Smash on the like button and sub to the channel once again. Now that we got the long-awaited fight, we know that it's going down in November. The fight with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You know, they got to start doing their promotions. They got to do their rounds. They got to do their interviews and whatnot. And recently, we've been hearing more from Bud Crawford. We've been seeing, you know, certain people release interviews with Bud Crawford, right? We even seen Showtime release an interview with Bud Crawford that he had did at the Hall of Fame ceremony. So that just let us know that this fight is on and popping. Showtime had that in the vault, and they wanted to wait until the fight, you know, was pretty much going to be announced before they start releasing things. Now you see Showtime, they doing what they have to do to promote Bud Crawford and let you know a little about Bud Crawford and have him do, you know, certain interviews. Also, Bud is making his own rounds himself because he knows now, I'm over at the PBC, ain't really nothing guaranteed like that. You know, he got guaranteed money, but at the PBC, they give you a chance to make the most possible money, depending on how your pay-per-view sells. And what do you have to do to sell pay-per-views? Well, you got to sell yourself. You got to let the people know, you know, what type of person you are. You got to let the people learn about you. Same thing that Errol Spence been doing for years. Now it's Terence Crawford's time. So, you know, he's doing what he has to do to get ready to start promoting this fight so this fight can do big numbers. Recently, you know, Terence Crawford, he did an interview and he revealed a lot, but he really don't talk to too many people. He got his select few people that he'll do an interview with, but in this interview right here, man, he really opened up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play y'all the clip of exactly the story that he told, right? So I'm gonna let y'all hear it, so make sure that y'all watch the whole video. And Bud really opened up and revealed exactly what happened on the night that he almost got killed. We know that Errol Spence has had a near-death experience, right? In that car crash, he almost lost his life. But Bud, you know, he had a near-death experience and he almost lost his life. And like I said, I'm going to just play it and let y'all hear what Bud had to say about the night that he almost lost his life. And we'll get back to it and we're going to cook on it.
Take us back through the night, man. You was, you know, when you was gambling with the bros one night. I know, you know, some tragic events happened. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that night, I should have just went home and went to sleep. But from start to finish, me and my mom was beefing the whole day.
So it was already a long day.
Yeah, it was already in the mix. Like,
damn.
You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't even with them at first. You know what I mean? So I'm beefing with my mom. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm out. You know what I mean? Hey, we all right. We going to the September Fest. All right, I'm about to pull up. So we all deep going to the September Fest. They ain't even let us get in. You know what I mean? They started talking.
And now we finna get mad again.
The security guard started talking stuff to me. So, you know what I mean? They like, y'all need to shut up and just go in and be quiet. Pull your pants up. Like, man, you can't tell us what to do. Like,
we thugging. You tripping.
Ain't our mama.
We young. Yeah.
What you mean? And you shut up. So
yeah.
They end up throwing us out, you know what I mean? And as we going out, you know what I mean, some other individuals, you know what I mean, we meet head to head.
For sure.
So, you know what I mean, I step back like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Yeah. So fight break out. They mace me off the rip.
What?
You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's like confrontation. Me and security guard, I'm getting into it with the security guard.
That's all they know how to do.
He maced me off the rip, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? So they clear it out, you know what I mean, after a little scuffle. So shit, man, I go to one of my bro's house, you know what I mean, try to wipe it out. You know, his dad come out like, hey, you don't pay this water bill, you gotta go.
What?
Over the water hose, like, I can't see, I got mace, man. I don't care, you better go somewhere else.
I'm just trying to get right, bro.
So I go around the corner to when my bros that box and stuff. you know, they eating pizza and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm Mace. He like, man, go in there and get some milk. So I got milk, man. I'm wiping my face. I'm like, man, my face burning. He like, man, put the milk on it. So after I get right, you know what I mean, I eat a couple little pieces and stuff. And then, you know what I mean, I check and see where everybody was at. And they like, man, we over here shooting dice, pull up. You know what I mean? We deep. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to pull up. So I goes out there, you know, we behind my car.
Is that gambling?
Yeah.
CeeLo? Crap?
No, craps. So we shooting and shit. I'm about to leave. So I get in my car and shit, man. I start counting money like a dummy. I should have just pulled off.
Should have just waited to the crib, bro. Yeah. You probably hit the pot good, too. You probably hit the pot good.
Right. So, you know what I mean? They slid on us and shit. I drove myself to the hospital after that. So,
shot in the head, though, bro. Yeah. Like, in the head, though. This ain't like, oh, I got shot in my leg, my arm, though. In the head. Yeah. I know you freaked out. Passed out?
Nah, not at all. I got hit.
Drove yourself.
Yeah, I got hit. When it hit me, that shit was just like, wow. I like.
What did you think? Like, what did you think? Like,
shit. What you gonna think when you hear?
You right though. You right. I done been there. You right. I'm gonna get the hell on.
That's the only thing you can do is get down. Shit.
Damn.
That's the only thing you can do.
So there y'all hear, he went into detail that people hadn't really heard before, because we heard that, you know, he had got grazed in the head with a bullet and everything, but we didn't know what led up to it and what was going on in the events surrounding him getting shot in the head. But yeah, y'all heard it for the first time, and like I said, now Terence Crawford, he looked like that he's starting to understand that he gonna have to open up and let people know who he is, right? Who he is outside of the boxing ring, in order for people to gravitate to him and want to buy his fights. Even the Errol Spence and himself fight, you know, you got to go to the next level to get that type of paper. You know what I'm saying? People got to feel like that they can relate to you, that they know about you, that they have something that they can relate to you in, you know. And Terence Crawford, he talked about how he was in the streets, how he had left boxing for a long time, you know, and he was in the streets really thugging, you know. You heard him say that he pulled up, you know, they were shooting dice and shit. Shit was bad at the crib with his mom, so he was just out thugging like that. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they done been in life and death situations that's brought them to the place that they at now. That's why both of these men got so much dog in them. That's why they so hungry to be the best. And that's why I say this is the best fight in boxing that can happen. Because you got two men that got so much dog in them. Two men that then almost died, right? And they can live to tell their story. And now we're going to see them in the ring colliding with each other. You feel me? And don't be surprised if you hear a lot more interviews like this from Terence Crawford, you know, all the way up from now into November when the fight pop off. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, they want people to know who Terence Crawford is. They trying to make him a household name, or at least as close to a household name as they can before November reaches, right? PBC, they feel like that they taking a chance on this fight. So they got to do everything they can to get this fight to sell the way that they want it to sell. You feel me? Because boxing is different. Them Floyd Mayweather 4 million pay-per-view buys, them shits is gone. You feel me? People streaming these fights now. Your favorite fan with his favorite fighter is still streaming his favorite fighter's fights. But hey, these ticket prices gonna be sky high, and the gate gonna do very, very well for this fight. Cause all the stars gonna come out, and I'm just glad that it's really finna go down. Both of these fighters in their prime, and like I said, there it is. Terence Crawford let you know a little bit more about himself and getting into deep details on what happened the night that he got shot. Let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this, and y'all already know how I do. Hit the like button and sub to the channel. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.